Golden Wind, episode 22. Thoughts and reactions. Last week we skipped the review because I believe it was just a recap episode.
Yeah, it was.
This week we're getting into. This is basically season 2 of Golden Wind. This is like we're going. This is all leading up to the final arc. Yeah. So what'd you guys think?
I liked the episode. But I'm gonna start off what I wasn't a fan of.
Okay.
I immediately missed Fugo. Like, I was watching the episode and I'm seeing Narancia just play a fool, and I'm waiting for someone to chew him out, and I'm like, wait, who's missing? And I realized Fugo's just not around anymore, and I missed that dynamic.
What do you think?
I thought about it too. Like, I remember that Fugo left last episode, or episode 2 episodes ago, and but I did feel that way because usually when Narancia is doing something dumb or like goofy, or Fugo will be there and stab him with a fork, just like when we first met him, or doing something to like
keep him in place.
Yeah, and that wasn't like happening.
Right. Like, Mista did it a little bit. Like, he was saying, "Don't take us all down with you," but it didn't have that same intensity like when Fugo was around. You know what I mean?
And it's weird that you say that because you even said that you weren't like you did not care about Fugo.
I didn't, but I now realize that Narancia and Fugo were like a package deal. When you lose one, you notice it like right away.
I think. Well, okay. You caught my name out last time. I don't forget that.
What, you know?
Okay, Gabe, just make sure you take all this off. Alright, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, Narancia was just getting into his hijinks.
Yeah.
And everybody was wondering what's up.
But this time it wasn't his fault. The two elite guards were messing with him too much. Like, one of them bit off his tongue, the other one manipulated his tongue. It was just not a good day for him.
It's interesting, like, what do they mean by elite guards? Because
it probably is like his top 4. I mean, the boss's top 4.
There's no way these guys are like. I know JoJo.
Some of them not that strong as the earlier guys.
Like La Squadra guys are like.
But strength doesn't have to be the only requirement.
I know.
Like, it could, like, imagine you're a gang leader. If you can manipulate people from the shadows, that's kind of what the mafia does. And what better than to have a dude who manipulates what you say?
I know, but there's no way this guy could like take out Grateful Dead.
Oh no, he can't even take out Golden Wind.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna see next week. This is one of my favorite fights though in part 5. It's just like. It's one of those fights that's different. Like, every part has that fight that's, like, not a fight.
Mm-hmm.
That's not, like, hand-to-hand combat. Like, you know, in part 3 you had, like, the Derby fights.
Right.
This part we have this going on where it's, like, we don't even know where the stand user are.
That remote control stand, yeah.
Yeah, and when you finally do see him, I loved it because it was, like, classic JoJo. You have the guy talking, and you have him looking all serious, and then you pan out, and they're, like on each other and just pose, and it was great, and they both look wicked flamboyant.
Lemmy Dona was mentioning this earlier, and I got it right this time.
Yeah.
Anyways, Lemmy Dona was saying like he appreciates how there's some downtime happening in the show now. Like in part 3, when there were some episodes like, you know, when Jotaro and the gang would go get a drink of iced tea, they would be chilling until, you know, Darby shows up.
4 iced teas.
Right. Like a med. Yeah. And like now we have them just chilling at a what was it, a restaurant? Because, you know, Mr. Stan needs that food.
And Bruno loves the restaurants.
Bruno.
He don't do no cheap stuff.
He's not his usual restaurant where he sits at the big round table alone.
Yeah.
And he's like, get this man some spaghetti.
I was like a minute in, bro, and I was already laughing. Mrs. Stan just has me going. It doesn't let me down. It's always a good laugh.
And they beat up that guy.
That was my favorite scene of the episode.
I love that.
Yeah.
They beat him up for no reason. Well, he was being
he was a dick.
He was a dick, but they forced it.
They didn't need to go
stick to the wrong people.
Yeah.
Just be glad they didn't use their stands. He'd be dead.
Right. Yeah.
So Stan user beat him. And then
Abakio was acting a little different than he normally does this episode. Like, he didn't really come at Giorno.
No.
And he was just like...
chill.
He was way mellow.
Yeah.
He was really mellow this episode.
Not with that dude, though. He was being mellow, put down his drink, and then he started kicking the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Like, you're the rational one. What happened?
And we get some shit with Trish, and we see what her goal is out
She's
of
not
all.
just like a damsel in distress, and I really like that.
She's like, she wants that Ancestry.com. She just wants to know.
She has her own shit. That's what I was
Like,
saying.
All she cares about is find out
Right,
where she's
right.
from.
That's what I was saying about earlier. Like, I felt like none of these characters have really their own goals. It's just like, oh, the boss.
They're only here for Bruno, to be honest.
Well,
Yeah.
they follow Bruno because Bruno saved them, so they live and die by Bruno.
Right.
Yeah, but
Which
that's
is why Fugo's different, and he
didn't want to write it down.
yeah, which is another dynamic.
That
in its
we
own.
could go off of. Or
Yeah.
get some
But-
material off of.
But that's also why it actually shows that they really don't have a goal though. Like if their goal is just to make what's the name, Bruno a capo or whatever the title was, then they really don't have
Well, they're
individual goals.
they're his
There's entourage.
yeah, they're nothing without him. And
Actually, out of all of them, Naranja's the most dependent. He even admitted he only came here on a whim.
yeah, he wasn't gonna go.
Yeah. But that's my thing. That I say about Trish is that she has her own thing.
Right.
Now.
She wants to know who.
Yeah,
she
she
wants to know her
she has her own thing. So that actually like
develops her.
yeah, that's like a little bit of development compared to how she was in the previous episodes. It's just like there.
Yeah.
What's his name? I'm not so sure if what was the boss? We don't know the boss's name.
Not yet.
I'm not sure if the boss is actually predicting where they're all going, because how were the guards able to find them so quickly? Did the boss know where they were staying, or did the guards just immediately?
Well, they've surrounded the area.
Okay.
And they these are his elite guards. They're gonna find you eventually.
But it's like they just left on that boat, and then the guards immediately found them. I'm like, did the boss like?
Well, they're in
Tell
the
them,
same.
or-
They're in the same place. They go on the boat, but they're like not far out.
Okay.
They're still in like the same general area.
I want to talk about how Giorno saved Narancia. He was like, "Oh, give me that straw." What?
No, it was a pen.
Oh, a pen.
Yeah.
Pen. Yeah, give me a pen.
Yeah.
And
Should've
he's
shanked
like,
him.
and then he had they used the pen as an air tube.
Yeah, that's actually a thing.
It's a thing. It's a thing. But it's just like, how do you have to know where to like stab that pen, and Giorno just knows.
That was my problem this episode. Giorno was way too intuitive. He knew exactly how to save Narancia. He knew what he was guessing what was wrong with Narancia, how the stand user was manipulating him and telling him, making Narancia say the opposite of what he meant. Like everything Giorno was saying was on the money. So I wasn't a fan of how intuitive they made him.
He's too perfect.
He is.
There was a point though where I was like, they deal with stands all the time. Different weird shit going on all the time. He's smart. Eventually he's gonna realize, alright, this dude's on some bullshit. And he was gonna figure it out eventually, but he did figure it out way too fast.
I mean,
And he is just like Mr. Perfect.
if I were to see a character do this, it'd be more like older Joseph or Jotaro Part 4. Like they've been around the block, they've dealt with their own set of stands. But Giorno's 15 years old, and beyond the gang world where he just entered, I can't imagine him really battling a lot of stand users like that. So to
He
say
hasn't really been in any much battles. All the other characters have been in the battles. He's just been on the sidelines.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
He's recently got the stand too, because at the beginning when he meets Koichi, he doesn't
He
really
doesn't know
know
it.
what's up with his stand. And while we're on Giorno, like he was completely like his personality was way different at the beginning.
What do you
Like
mean?
when he's like stealing the cars and shit, and he's like got that smirk on his face while he's driving Koichi,
right.
or while Koichi's behind him. It's like he doesn't have that attitude anymore. He's just like completely serious all the time.
Yeah, he used to have like a more Josuke vibe where he was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna try to get a real quick one, quick scam or something."
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of which, where is Koichi? I haven't seen him since
went
Black
home.
Sabbath.
No,
Well, he
Like,
did his
really?
job.
that's it.
Jotaro was like, all right.
That is disappointing.
Yeah, I know. It is, isn't it?
I would have liked to see Koichi come back, or Jotaro at least.
Yeah.
He's like, when I read this, that's how I felt.
I'm fine with it. That's not the biggest problem with Part 5 whatsoever.
That's where the problem's up.
Oh God, the shit is real.
But Jotaro finding out that Dio's son is in fact in Italy and just being like, I feel like he should have gone and investigated.
Yep,
Yeah.
for sure.
especially when that's the whole reason for your family's like
Problems.
tragedies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he asked Giorno. He asked Koichi,
To investigate.
do you feel like he's a villain or a hero?
Yeah, and then Koichi was like, he's alright.
Yeah.
I feel like if the first
And Jotaro trusts Koichi with everything because, like, that's
Part
his
part
favorite
four.
person. Jotaro loves him more than anybody.
That's Jotaro's ride or die.
Jotaro loves him more than anyone.
Like I like him small.
Alright, bro.
I'm talking about investigators. Calm down.
I think that's.
You covered everything.
I know, but I think that's why I forgot what I was gonna say now that you said that. I want to talk about the stance.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up too.
The Piranha.
Yes.
Clash.
Crush. It's Clash.
Crush. It's Crush in this. The subtitles say Crush. It's Clash.
Clash.
Like the band The Clash.
I thought it was gonna jump from water to water. It actually teleports, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay. I wasn't.
It just appears
I
in
was
different
following
waters.
Talking Head and Clash.
I love Talking Head too.
that.
And I love the aesthetic of their users.
Talking Head's the tongue one.
Yes.
I was more a fan of the talking one, cause I was like that's pretty OP. You can't really just get rid of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like.
So they cut off his tongue, and then Talking Head's there. Did Talking Head get in there before the tongue was cut off or after?
I don't know because Giorno replaced the tongue.
Exactly. How does it? What did they do to activate that stand?
Unless the tongue stand was in the piranha's mouth. So let's say the piranha bit Giorno. I know this sounds.
Then
goofy.
why take off? Then why take off the tongue if you need him to lie?
Maybe the tongue was already gonna be replaced, but it's like, hey, since you're already here. I don't know.
I don't know.
But
It doesn't add up.
the reason why I think Talking Head is the tongue, though, because later on Narancia literally opens or turns a faucet with the Talking Head stand.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
he
no.
has to be the tongue.
It is the tongue, but like, when did it get
Maybe
there?
if he's in a close enough range, he can just do it to anybody. I don't know.
But I do get what you mean. Like, it doesn't make sense. Why would you endanger the tongue if that's what you're trying to manipulate?
Exactly.
Right.
Mm.
I'm very excited to see what happens next because Giorno's getting shanked right now with some piranha teeth. So
Yeah, that was a classic cliffhanger.
yeah, that was
He
nice.
really looked like he got fucked up.
I liked it.
Did you guys? Maybe it was just me. I feel like the animation was a little different this episode.
How so?
It just looked a little less like crisp and
I-
a little more old
I mean,
style.
I didn't notice.
I mean,
Alright.
it's we're midway through.
Maybe
They're
it's
probably gonna save the budget for the later
You
episodes,
think?
the
Alright,
bigger
yeah.
fights.
I felt like Giorno was drawn a little stronger than he normally is. But also before we go, what do you guys think of the opening and ending?
The opening was nice.
I like the opening. It has its ups and downs.
It had a lot of
I think I need to grow into it.
Yeah, we'll see how we feel. JoJo openings take a while to grow on you.
What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say I'm very excited to see what's the point of the broken arrow, because that's the whole reason why people get stands anyways. So
Mhm.
did the mob instill every member with a stand, or is it just a clue for Dio being Giorno's father? We don't know, or at least I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like the opening. I don't know if it's because I've read the manga, but I feel like the opening's loaded with spoilers.
Mhm.
Not loaded, but definitely more spoilers than any other JoJo opening.
There were
I
a
saw
lot
a
of
meme.
characters that we don't know.
I saw a meme of the guy that was getting kicked down. So it's the guy getting kicked down.
Yeah.
Yep. And so he's getting kicked by Narancia,
Mhm.
which is the JoJo opening,
Mhm.
and then he's getting kicked down by the manga readers.
Yeah.
And then the anime watchers that already got spoiled, and then you are the anime only watcher, and you're getting kicked down by all three of them. So they're trying to make a joke how much the opening is spoiling,
Right, yeah.
because it's beating you down. Yeah,
I like the ending too, though.
And I love the ending. I
Yeah.
honestly like the ending. Like, it only took me, like, the second time I watched the ending, I loved it.
Okay.
I was just playing it in the car. Like, that shit's fire.
I might have to listen to it again. I wasn't hooked like that, but it was alright.
second half
Y'all
had a crazy solo. I like that.
I've been through this before. You guys will, at least you're gonna love the ending eventually.
I did like the pillar of all the stand users. That was cool.
Yeah, give me part 2 vibes.
Yeah, that one was cool. But anything else y'all want to add?
That's all I had today.
Yeah.
That's all I have today. It's a good episode.
Well, we will see you all next week. Like, comment, and subscribe.